Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 33 by Minnesota Twins Rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 27. Last we left off, we began year four of our Twins rebuild, got through some series, and overall looked like a good baseball team, maybe not a great one. So just quickly to recap, in case you missed the last couple episodes, our big free agent additions. In the starting pitching realm, we signed Shane Baz to a 2-year, $18 million deal. So far, through 5 starts, he has been fine. The ERA is a little scary, but whip of 1.3, 11 Ks per nine, walks and home runs are down so far. We'll take that and like it. He is already worth the same amount of WAR he was last season. We'll take that. So he's just here on a 2-year deal. Furthermore, we traded for Ben Joyce in spring training after Watanabe and Cantonero picked up injuries. Joyce so far had a really bad start and then a bunch of good ones, and then he just gave up 2 runs against the Rays in a series I did off stream. I think Ben Joyce is here until either we have a healthy bullpen again or the struggles just become such that he can't um, keep up with it. I think that's pretty much where we're at. Um, don't get me wrong. I mean, the stuff's good. He's got really good fastball. Sinker is good still. The control is a little terrifying. So we'll have to try to see if he can get that turned around. Elsewhere, so far, without question, the surprise of the season, Alex Breckheimer, who we drafted in the Rule 5 draft. He played in AAA for most of last season with the Cardinals, did okay. And so far this year, I mean, he's been our best reliever. Like, that'll play. In 10 appearances so far, 13 innings, give up 8 hits, 1 run, 7 walks, but 9 Ks also. Looking pretty nice. His run value right now is in the 97th percentile. That'll play. And listen, we're playing with house money because right now, this season, he is a below average reliever in terms of pretty much every rating he has. He'll only get better and better. And if we can get the stuff to where it needs to be, and if the control gets anywhere close to a 65, we could potentially be looking at a closer of the future. So, those are the additions for the pitching staff. In the lineup, folks, when you have the opportunity to bring back Byron Buxton, you kind of have to do it. We tried to sign Jordan Alvarez. He took less money to go to the Braves. We looked at Riley Green. We looked at Wenzel Perez. We looked at all these different options. And eventually, I found myself coming back to Byron Buxton. For those who didn't watch last season, Buxton was bad. No way around it. However, he was better in the in late July before he got hurt, and then September after he came back. So we brought him back on a 2-year, $40 million deal. That is an overpay. Like let's get that out of the way. Objectively, he's on too big of a contract. There's really no way around that. What I like about Byron is development wise, the power is still there. He has a pair of home runs already. We just need the overall bat to develop well. So far in 18 starts, he's played in right 12 times, in center field twice. His range isn't good, negative zone rating, but He has a positive arm and right. That could become something that we hold on to. We tried to trade him at the deadline last season, and he would not waive his no trade clause. Now he will consider a trade to a bajillion teams. So we have that in our back pocket if we do need to move him. Another acquisition, we traded for Jacob Young in a pretty big trade, giving up some prospects to be our starting center fielder. So far, he's been pretty good. He's got a 321 average, 800 OPS. That'll play. He's got a triple already. Defensively in center, he has been fine, but I'm pretty worried. His arm is already at -1. His range right now is a 2. For reference, it was in about 2.3, 2.4 territory. His zone rating also is a 1.6. Last year was a 5.6. That that could be something. But Jacob Young's also a free agent after this season. So if it works out, we could extend him, we could trade him. If it doesn't, it's not like we're stuck with a long term contract. Miguel Vargas, we signed in spring training when Royce Lewis got hurt to be our starting third baseman for a little bit, and he hasn't really been all that good. Had a couple good games recently, had 3 home runs in his past 2 games. That'll play. That brought up his slugging from a 217 to a 426, which is kind of funny. But we're going to have to make a pretty big roster decision because Royce Lewis comes off the IL in 3 days. Gabriel Gonzalez comes off the IL in 5. So we're going to have to make some calls in terms of what we want this lineup room to look like. Mauricio Dubon, who we kind of gave the utility infielder job this season, he has not done particularly well at all. Small sample, 28 plate appearances, but he has 2 hits and 1 walk. It's not going to help you a ton. I've played him all around the diamond. We'll see if Dubon survives the call. Henry Mendez is who we called up when Gabe Gonzalez got hurt. So far, he's only played in 3 games, but he has done okay. Likely he gets set down for Gabe Gonzalez. He has 1 option year left, so we do have to be careful with that. But that is just something to keep in mind. Without further ado, let us kick off this series against the Texas Rangers. They have Tyler Glasnow on the mound. We have our ace, our main man, Joe Ryan. Surely he won't get crushed. Surely. See, clean first inning, never to doubt. All right, Jacob Young and Kalen Culpepper are aboard. Chase Meidroth hits it back to the pitcher. Down he goes. The dream is dead. But we did get runners. So what now, Rangers? Oh, Wyatt Langford hits a 2-run shot. And now Josue or Jose? It's Josue. Brasino and Taylor Ward are aboard for Brandon Nimmo. I'm not afraid. Well, he walked him on a full count. So Joe Ryan's pitch count is up to a 67. Make that a 72 as he gets the swing and the miss there. All right, let's see if we can get anything going here in the 5th. No such luck. Rutschman grounds out. Jacob Young strikes out on the drop third strike. And finally, the aforementioned Miguel Vargas takes a walk. And Culpepper grounds out. All right. We go to the 5th. Hopefully, Joe Ryan can get me this inning to save my bullpen a little bit. No such luck. Do I want him to face Wyatt Langford? Not really. We're just going to pull him, give the ball to David Festa. See if he can get me the outs. And he walked him. Oh, boy. Ronald Acuna I knew that. I knew he went to the Rangers. Yep. 967 OPS last year. That'll play. And Festa walks in a run. Corey Seager hits it into center. Jacob Young is there. Acuna will make it to home. 4-run ball game. Those go on Joe Ryan's box line. Good Lord, Festa. And he gets Nima to pop up. That could have been disastrous. It was already bad. It could have been horrid, folks. Horrid, as Mydroth and Jenkins are aboard. Luke Keishel to star, the main man, swinging a miss. Mendez hits it into right, but that's going to be caught. Never mind. How? He has a range of 65, and we're saying he doesn't get to that baseball. I mean, I'm not going to question it, but here we are. Buxton DHing today. Gets the ball down and left. That should score at least one. I am not running on Wyatt Langford. That seems foolish. Rushman hits it deep to center and off the wall. This might clear the bases. The throw in, though, is a laser to keep Buxton at third. All right. We cut the lead to 1. Jacob Young striking out is grim. Miguel Vargas, you know what? At least he hit the ball. All right, fair enough. All right, we cut the lead to 1. Let's see if Festa can get me the inning. Golly, David. You give a man a big contract, and this is how he rewards you. See if you can get Acuna. He could not, in fact, get Ronald Acuna. All right, RBI double for him. I mean, I'm just going to leave Festa in. Like, at a certain point, get the dang out. Langford hits it up to center. Young is there. We are A-okay. All right, so Prelip will get the 7th. Not loving what Festa gave me, but I mean, he walked 3 guys. Like, it gets to a point. Oh, and Taylor Ward with an RBI double. Maybe this is where we just discovered the Rangers are awesome. That'd be true. Not saying it is, but it could be. Get the strikeout here. Thank you. All right, how many pitches was that for Prelip? 21. Yeah, okay, he's done. We're going to go, I guess, Breckheimer for the 8th. Keachel grounds out. Mendez 3 for 3 on the day. Going for 4 for 4. Hits it into center, but that's going to be caught. No such luck. We're going to pinch hit for Buxton here. We're going to give Campos the at-bat. And he hits it back to the pitcher and beats out the slowest throw any of us have ever seen. Rushman gets it down. All right, let's keep this party going. 2 men on for Jacob Young, who promptly grounds out. Fair enough. All right, we threaten or we do not score. I'm going to let Prelip face Cameron Colley. Gets him to ground out. Let's be ambitious. Let's see if we can get Marcus Lee Sang. And he does. All right, now we're going to go to Breckenheimer for Acuna. Let's go. Get the K, kid. Light work. Bang. Struck him out looking. Cool. All right. Miguel Vargas hits it up into left and gone. The hot streak continues. His 4th home run in 3 games for the third baseman. I think Dubon might be the cut when Royce comes back. As Culpepper gets it down, we are going to go for the steal here because, I mean, come on. Brasinho has a 55 arm, which, in my opinion, is a little bit generous, being the Tigers fan that watches him semi regularly. Very good. How's he been doing? He's been doing pretty good. Yeah, they took him in the Rule 5 draft. All right, Mydroth pops it up. Shallow center. Down he goes. Let's see if Walker can get him around. He hits it up to center. That's going to be caught. Should be deep. Kalen, you have a 65 speed. I'm slightly annoyed Culpepper didn't run there. But it matters not as Keishel flies out. Anyway, he is 0 for 5 on the day. Those keeping track at home. Clean ninth from Breckheimer. On the off chance we score exactly 2 runs, we're going to get Keckering warming up. Here's Mendez trying to get his 4th hit. No such luck. Pops it up to the mound. Campos is going to get a second AB, which I like. And he grounds out to third. All right, Adley Rushman is our final bat. He walked him. Jacob Young. Home run shot. Tie ball game. Nope, swing and a miss. Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, I think our pitching staff did okay. It was just Joe Ryan couldn't get like the last out a little bit there. I mean, we struck him out 11 times as a lineup, which I'll take, but here we are. And then Festa and Prelit both surrendered runs, which ended up being the factor. I mean, Breckenheimer, folks. Like, let's be frank, regression is coming. These are his first ever major league appearances, but he's doing pretty good. We're going to sim game 2 with Taj Bradley on the mound. Oh, we lose it in 10. Man, we left 36 men on. 36. That's the biggest left on base number I've ever seen. Ah, man. Ben Joyce, 2 solid innings from him. Happy with that. Taj Bradley was elite. Keckering. I mean, this is all on the offense. Like, I don't care that, Keckering gave up the ghost runner. Like, we had 6 hits, 8 walks, and left 36 men on. That is actually insane. All right, we made a couple minor league contract offers. It looks like we got some signatures. First is Giancarlos Garcia Chicano, who was in the... Whose system was he in? The Mets. He was in the Mets system. They released him. I think, he's not ever going to blow the doors away, but he could be a pretty solid, potential guy for Oh, right. Yep. Yep. He has to be in single A. That's fine. I like him. I think he'd be pretty good. He did really well in rookie ball for them last season. Don't really know why they cut him. We also signed AJ Vasco, probably destined for the outfield. So let me just chuck him in left really quick. Just, decent guy in the Boston system last season. He did strike out 97 times in the draft league, which is kind of insane, but, we're rolling with it. We're seeing what could happen. All right, let's play game 3 against the Rangers. I'm going to make some quick changes here. Buxton, I think, to the bench. Mendez is going to DH. Rodon is going to take, whoops, Rodon is taking right field. I mean, Miguel Vargas is doing very well for himself. Luke Keeschel is kind of on a cold streak right now, so I'm going to have Trey Morgan come in and just have four lefties to begin the lineup with Conley early on the mound. Let's rock. I believe in you. See, we're okay. Justin Steele for the Rangers. All right, Alan Rodon leadoff double. Culpepper hits it into center. That'll be caught. I wish those ABs would have happened in the opposite order. We would have had a run. But alas, Vargas swing and a miss. To end our fun, two men at the corners. Wyatt Langford hits it into center. Young makes the catch. We're okay. We're okay. See if Campos can get it. We have so many catch. We have too many catching prospects. Like we have Bernal, we have Eduardo Tait, we have Campos, who's at the major league level. We have Ronald Hernandez in Double A. Like at a certain point, I just need to trade one of the guys for something. As Jenkins walks, two men aboard. Trey Morgan grounds it to second. I don't hate that because I have two men in scoring position for Mendez. Mendez then grounding out to first. I do hate that. It must be said. Racino is on second for Nimmo, and he goes down swinging. Very good. See if the middle of the order can get us going. Alan Rodon, who is also kind of playing for a roster spot, but realistically, like there's no point in sending Rodon down to AAA. Like he's too old. We have too many AAA outfielders. Like the man is 29. Either he makes it with us now or he doesn't make it. As Culpepper flies out to left. Young takes the walk. We like that. Two men are on Vargas. Fighting for his spot in the lineup. Hits it to short. The throw to second. They get him. And Vargas as well. I don't know how they had the time for that to be a double play. I do not know. Like, as a concept, that escapes me. Alberto Hernandez is aboard. And he walked our old friend, Josh Bell. Remember when we traded Josh Bell to the Yankees and he became like all-star level? That was fun. That was a thing that happened. All right, Connolly. And he walked Acuna. All right. I can see the writing on the wall. That'll be it for early. We're going to go to John Klein to face Langford. Pops it up. That is very, very helpful. All right, Brasino. Don't break my heart. And he got him swinging. Very good work. All right. Come on, lads. Campos swinging a miss. Mydroth grounds out. You know, we're getting closer and closer to that elusive concept of hitting the ball in the outfield. You really and truly are. Walker Jenkins, come on, son. Hey, he hit into the outfield. I am proud of him. All right, Klein, can you give me the sixth? And Marquez with a lead off. All right, he gets one. Nimmo hits it to second. Oh, that sucked. That was our opportunity to get a second out without Marquez going. Man. All right, Marcus Leesang lines out to first. They throw it across the diamond to third. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say. All right, Trey Morgan, are you capable of getting on base? Looks like he is. That's good. I like that he swung on the 3-0 count, and the end result was the same, where he's just on first. All right. We're gonna send Trey Morgan on the steal here. And he gets there easily. Very good. And Mendez pops it up. Rodon, 2 hits already on the day. Can he make it 3? Hits it into center. That is down. Trey Morgan will score. Rodon has himself a nice little RBI double. Very good, sir. And Culpepper strikes out. Sure. Jacob Young takes the walk. Vargas, red hot. Hits it into right. That is down. The throw coming in. Not in time. 2-0. Campos gets it down. Look at the bottom of our order. Why? Why would you not run home there? It goes past the left field. Sometimes the animations in this game make me very annoyed. Mydroth lines out to end the fun, but here we are. All right, John, give me the 7th. Damn it, check. Let's even get Acuna at least. It's the second throw in time. Very good. Hey, Wyatt Langford. He is better against lefties. So we're going to leave Klein in to face him. Mistake there. Hits it to the wall. RBI double for Langford. Man, that's rough. Uh-oh. Can he get Brasinho? Yes. All right. Well, this is going to get fun. So I think once again, Keckering is not going to be up in a save situation. I think we're going to go Mason for the 8th, Yandre for the 9th. Oh, Trey Morgan's hurt. That's grim. We're going to have Dubon come in at the moment. I'll figure out the defense later. Mendez, K's. And you know what? Again, at least Rodon hit the ball. All right. I mean, Vargas can do it, but yeah, so we're going to have Vargas shift over to first. Dubon, takes over at third. And then Mason Montgomery will Take over. Very nice from John Klein. He did surrender the run, but he also gave me 2 2/3. Mason, so help me. All right, he gets Brandon Nimmo. Can he get Marcus Lee Sang? Indeed. All right. Regardless of if we score any runs, Yandre is going to get the 9th. We really are such a closer by committee outfit right now. Oh, no, the air. Going for the steal for obvious reasons. And he gets there without a throw. Come on, Brasino. Where is your sense of drama? Throw the baseball. All right. Young grounds out, but it moves Culpepper to third with only 1 out. I'll take that trade in a heartbeat. Campos striking out. Or excuse me, Vargas struck out. Campos hits it off the wall. That'll score Culpepper an RBI double for our catcher of the future. He says with a question mark. Here's my drop. Hits it into left. That is down. Campos will stay at third. Probably the correct decision. Jenkins striking out. Does hurt that a little bit. All right. Yandre is going to go for the save. 2 men on, 1 out. This could get ugly, folks. Langford, swing and a miss. Brasino hits it to second. Mydrop is there. The throw to first in time. We take game 3, 3-1. Very nice from the pitching staff. Conley early, only going 4 1/3 is a little hideous. Alan Roden with 3 hits. We like to see that. I think, though, he might be a guy that we just trade. Has he been doing in right? I mean, defensively in right, he's good. That's the thing. Andy Lugo, 5 for 5 in AAA, y'all. He's so good. It's insane how good he is. Like, the thing that kind of annoys me is I wish he was further along in development. Because he's 25. His percentiles are insane. His fielding run value is always going to be bad because he doesn't really have a defensive position. Where they play, yeah, AAA's playing him at first where he's perfectly fine. He's not an outfielder, though, but he is in AAA because we have De Los Santos to play in first. Okay, so if I wanted to be cheeky, I could just throw Trey Morgan on the 10-day IL and then have Royce Lewis come back, and then Miguel Vargas becomes a backup for a little bit. But I'd rather just have Trey Morgan. I think we're sending down Dubon. Surely he's out of option years, right? Yeah. I think we're going to send Dubon down. I think Vargas has done well enough to earn the spot. We now objectively are worse defensively in the infield. Like, Luke Keishla is now our backup second baseman. That's just the world we live in. So, yeah, Royce Lewis is going to take over as our starting third baseman. Thank you, Vargas, for your service. Yeah, I think that also ends the Trey Morgan at third experiment. Even though that was like that was 8 games. We've discovered that idea just not going to work. And then when does Gabe get back? 2 days. In other words, 1 day because the off day. Lugo gets player of the week, obviously. Deserved. All right, we're going to sim game 1 with Shane Baz on the mound. Oh, he's suspended. Well, restricted list, and we lost 1-5. So who am I calling up? This is actually kind of a tough decision. I mean, Brandon Sproat is the answer if we want the guy that's done it before. I don't think Charlie Soto needs more time in AAA. Like he's still getting back from what was effectively Tommy John. Luis, are we giving Luis a start? Is it Mason Morris? Probably not. Molina, I think also. I think my problem is in AAA, I have like Luis and Mason Molina are effectively identical pitchers in terms of where they at and in their development. So I think I'm going to go Luis. I think we're going to go Luis, and he is going to get the spot start. For a second, I thought Royce got hurt again. I was about to cry. Yeah. Oh, Breckheimer gave up runs. No. He gave up the home run shot. You know what? It was a home run shot to Julio Rodriguez. We cannot blame the man. I think credit to, listen, John Klein, he gets blown up every once in a while, but he's going to give me like 2 1/3 every time. And that has value, certainly. All right, let's advance the day. And now we need to figure out what we want to do with the outfield. Because Gabe Gonzalez is back. Oh boy. I just trade. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. How was Mendez defensively? Yeah, it was fine. It's a very small sample though. Because at this point, I have so many good outfielders in AAA and the like. I think we're going to play the game and then we're going to figure it out. Oh, Yandre got worse. Joe Ryan's stamina just dropped to a 40, by the way. Taj Bradley got worse. He lost velo. Breckheimer, potential movement increased, and his potential, folks, 75. Thank you very much. Lugo gets batter of the month. Breckheimer gets rookie of the month. Well done, sir. All right, let's play this game. And we're going to see if anyone can have a great day and help make my decision for me. So, Buxton is going to the bench. Mendez to DH. Rodin in right. I forgot that was Royce Lewis's season debut. Poor guy's been done for a month. Ay, 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 ay. Just checking the stamina of my infielders. We look okay. All right, let's rock and roll. Joe Ryan's stamina dropping to a 40 is very unfortunate. There we go. Leadoff double from Walker. Luke. Swing and a miss. Mendez grounds out. It does move Walker, though. And Rodin hits it up to the shortstop to throw in time. You got this, Joe. Oh, no, he doesn't. Mariners take a 3-0 lead. Yikes. All right. Clean second, though. Luke Keishel with a solo shot. Can Mendez make it back to back? Hits it up to center, but that's going to be caught. The dream is dead. Long live the dream. Oh, boy. Come on, Joe. Hunman's going to fly out. Cal Raleigh goes home. The throw cut off. All right, he gets Josh Naylor to pop up at least. I'll take that. Runners at the corners, one out. You only get one run. Happy with that development. Rodin gets it down in center. Let's keep the party going. Rushman. There is a world where we trade Adley Rushman this season, especially if like our playoffs hope kind of dwindled toward the end. That could be a move because at a certain point, I need to play the guys in AAA. As Jacob Young gets aboard, let's go for the steal. Light work. Come on, Royce. I mean, if you want to walk Royce Lewis, I'm not going to complain. Nope, 2-2 count. Yeah, swing and a miss. All right, Joe, can you give me the fourth? Good man. Can you give me the fifth? Oh, he allows a 2-run shot. Oh, boy. And it gets Arroyo. Let's see if he can get Donovan, but if he can't, that's it. Nope. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're going to go Prelip. Julio's aboard for Emerson. Struck out looking. We're okay. All right, and then we're going to do Ben Joyce for the seventh. Rushman, leadoff double. Let's party. Can we at least score some runs to make the game look close? No such luck as Royce strikes out. Luis Castillo is hurt. Out of the ball game. All right, we're going to go Ben Joyce for the seventh. Good man. How many pitches? 14. All right, I'm going to leave him out there. There we go. Walker Jenkins solo shot. Luke Keeschel grounds out to the pitcher. All right, we're going to pinch it for Mendez. Campos. Actually, no, I lied. I'm going to let Mendez hit. And he flies out to right. All right, I hope Joyce can get me the inning. He is fatigued. However, he has to give me one more out. He walks Yastrzemski. All right, fine, Rojas. Thank you. All right, we'll let Rodin hit, and then I'm going to pinch it for Adley. Give Campos the bat. And he gets it down in center. Very good, sir. See if Jacob Young can bring him around. He hits it up to center and caught at the track. Grand larceny, said the play-by-play. And Royce Lewis strikes out to end the game. Yeah, I mean, that was probably Joe Ryan's worst start of the season. Not a great sign, especially when he's only in year 2 of his 3-year extension. The bats weren't great. We stuck out 11 times. Culpepper went 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. All right, now we have to make a lineup decision. It's fundamentally Mendez or Alan Rodin. Like one of those two. I think if it's Mendez, we send him to AAA. If it's Rodin, we trade him. I mean, stats wise, it's, Rodin has just played like 4 times the amount of games. So effectively, if you or even 5 times, really, if you multiply everything by 5, that's, they're pretty similar players. Obviously, Mendez is 4 years younger, which does help. Why does it always default back to OBS ratings? I kind of don't hate the idea of trading Roden. Let's see if anyone would be interested. We're going just prospects. We're not acquiring a major league level player is not really that helpful. No one, really? All right, let's shop him around. Who need I mean the question is fundamentally simple. Does anyone in particular need a right fielder? Yep, the Orioles. All right. Let's make a deal with the Orioles here. So we're going to give him Alan Roden. In exchange, oh, he's on a major league contract. How could you do this to me? Fun profile, but no. Because really, I mean, we're probably not even going to get a 45 rated guy. I like Francisco. I just wish his arm wasn't a 40. Victor Figueroa is always a good player. I mean, there you go. Mario Garcia. There's the guy you want. You can play him at any infield position. Gap power is solid. Percentiles are beautiful. That's the guy you want. Wow. Do they just not like Rodon that much? No, they just value Garcia a lot. I mean, we're not trading any of these guys for full stop. I really do like Mario Garcia, but he's not worth. I mean, to be fair, like the more I look at Quinn Young, the more I just don't like him. Like that's just kind of where I'm at in life. I mean, the AI played him at short last season for a little bit, and that's not smart. He is truly a third baseman through and through. But Mario Garcia could legitimately become awesome. The potential of only a 45 is a little sad. We'll come back to this. I'm trying to get rid of Allen Roden. Let me get rid of Allen Roden here. Vance Honeycutt ain't bad. The contact is a little terrifying, though. Mm, Nelson Rodriguez. Yeah, no, they really just don't want Allen Roden. I think actually, does he have option years left? No. I think we're just gonna waive and DFA him, and if anyone claims him, so be it. Gonzalez comes back now. Okay, so now we have sort of a tricky situation regarding what I want to do in right field. I mean, we don't really. It's Buxton. So we're going to flip those. Buxton takes over in right, which I'm a little scared of. And then Mendez becomes the. Mendez also, I think, isn't a great defender, but I think he's okay enough where it's not like disastrous. That's kind of where I'm at. And I would like Mendez and Buxton to platoon like every third game. Nope, that's against lefties. Actually, here let's be smart about this and just copy and paste it. There we go. I clicked on the wrong button like 3 times trying to find something. All right. Well, we'll see if anyone claims Roden. I doubt it since no one wanted him in a trade, but you never know. We're going to sim the finale of the Mariners series with Zebby on the mound. Lose it 4-8. They took us to school that series. Oh, John Klein got killed for 4 runs. His expected ERA, by the way, is a 4.7. Zebby got hit around. I know I said I would give Zebby until July, and I think I will, but oh boy. Because we got a lot of guys in AAA that kind of need to play. But we'll figure that out later. For now, we have a Angels series that we gotta do well in. I'm gonna give Royce Lewis the day off because he played in all the games post injury. We're also gonna rotate Buxton here, so Miguel Vargas can come in, take third. Rushman, we're gonna rotate. I think I'm rotating Rushman a bit more because, like I said last episode, we need to find out if Campos's bat is real. Last year, it clearly wasn't. This year, if it's not, then he's the one of my 3 top catching prospects that we trade. Oh, Angels are up 3-0. Vargas is aboard. Mitroff pops it up. Because I think our ideal scenario is Campos and Bernal as our 2 major league catchers, and then we trade Eduardo Tai for either a really top prospect or something to help out our bullpen, most likely. Because our lineup is pretty set until an injury happens, then it all gets blown up. Grisham hits it to third, and they get him. I feel like, Miguel, you could have had second there. Arroyo hits it to second, first, easily done. We go to the 5th, nothing offensively. I also like the idea of going Mendez over Roden because, Buxton's only going to be our right fielder probably for this season. Jacob Young, maybe we re-sign him, maybe we don't, as he gets thrown out on the steal there. So the outfield is pretty wide open, at least for next season. If Mendez can carve out a corner role, I'm a happy man. Taj Bradley gets me the 5th at least, so that'll be it for him. Mon Campos. No such luck for the catcher. Bo Bichette, first base. Would you rather put Bichette at short, Bichette at third, or Bichette at first? Sound off in the comments. Jenkins hits it up to right, but that'll be grabbed by Jo Adell. And his home run robbing waves will turn to Mason Montgomery for the 6th. Oh boy. 13 pitches, 2 men on, 20 pitches, bases loaded, no outs. Well, that's Mason Montgomery's ERA dead in the ditch for a while. No outs, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 earned runs. Don't walk Grisham too, dude. Don't do it to me. Good man. He got the out. At this point, like, just give me an out to help your ERA. Good man. Yeah, that was bad. Hashtag analysis. 2 hits, or excuse me, a hit, 2 walks, and then a grand slam. All right. 2 men are aboard. No outs for Culpepper. Walked him too. Bases juiced. Henry Mendez. Swing and a miss. Jacob Young rifles it down the left field line. That'll score 1. We are on the board, folks. Swing and a miss from Vargas. Campos hits it deep to center and down at the track. This could clear the bases. Throw in? No, sir. Bases clearing double. Brian Campos, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Potential future DH. That does mean I have to put Gabe Gonzalez back in the outfield, and that thought does terrify me. But hey, I could have 4 catchers. No. Actually, there is a world where I run 4 catchers because Bernal would come up and be like a backup first baseman. It's fine. All right, Breckheimer, give me the 7th. Good man. 8th will go. I mean, Keckering hasn't pitched in so long. But I can't keep using my closer, quote unquote, in non-save situations. Ooh. 2 men aboard. Mendez. Wow, pitch. Very good. Let's see what he's got. Hits it into left and down. That'll score 1. Very good. Please don't strike out, Jacob. I mean, he didn't. Oh, wow. Culpepper's going on that. Fair play, sir. We cut the lead to 1. I am going to pinch hit for Vargas. You know what? No, he's hot. Let's back it. That's what I get. That is what I get. All right, we're going to go Yandere for the 8th, and we're going to pray. Prayers answered. All right, Keckering's going to warm up in case we tie it or take the lead. I mean, Gregory Soto, my old friend, gets Campos. Meidroth with the infield single. All right, Walker. That's going to get down in center. I doubt Meidroth. Oh, he's going for third. He's a brave man with 45 speed. Okay. Do I run? Nah, we're going to let Keishel hit. Hits it to short. Second for 1. First, game over. Well, yeah, that sucked. Unfortunately, Mason Montgomery had the worst outing of his entire career. And had he literally been like any better, we would have won the game. But alas. Pretty happy offensively. I mean, you score 6 runs, you should expect to win the game. But man, we're 4 games under 500 now. Actually, here, I'll sim game 2 with Early on the mound. Oh, Buxton's hurt. Do I want to play him through the back spasms? Let me advance the day to see if the recovery changes. 5 days? Yeah, I'll play him through it. We lose 2-3, unfortunately. Rushman has an error at catcher. Connolly early went 3 1/3, dude. His stamina is what? Did I miss that? I did. I knew it dropped to a 40. It dropped to a 35. Okay, well, he's done as a starter. That that's actually a huge problem. Do I move John Klein back to the starting ranks? That's actually a huge problem. I did not clock that. Was that in the May report or the April report? April. I'm just blind then. All right, so I think the easy solution is we move John Klein back to his starter role because I mean, who do I can't really get rid of anyone in the bullpen. Everyone's doing well. We could just trade Ben Joyce after just acquiring him. But that means I'd roll with 3 long relievers, 2 middle relievers. I don't know if I love that. But early, I mean, he has 35 stamina. He can't start anymore. So that's that. He's going to move to a reliever now. And not even a long reliever, actually. His stamina's a 35. Never mind. Do we want to find a partner for Ben Joyce? I think that's the solution without if we're truly liking John Klein at long relief, which I think I am. Would anyone want Ben Joyce? Even though, yes, I just acquired him 2 months ago. I could put him in the spin cycle, wave and DFA him, but is that really what I want to do? I mean, kinda. He has a 420. I mean, lefties have a 424 on base against him. Righties have a 421 slug. But I want to try Klein back out. Is Klein upset with his role? Normal. So he's not upset. Kind of like Klein as a long reliever. We are. But the other side of this is, do I have a starter that I like? Like, is the move just we call up Brendan Sproat and he's our starter? Or do I just say, hey, Luis, buddy, welcome to the show? I think that's kind of my answer. I think we're going to put Ben Joyce in the spin cycle. We are going to wave and DFA him. See if anybody wants him. And then who do I want as a setup man? Breckheimer? No. Then we're going to go Prelip. So Prelip becomes a setup man. Early moves to middle relief. And when does Shane Boz come back? 2 games. That's fine. So for 2 games, I'm going to have a. I guess that was stupid. I should have kept Ben Joyce up because he's ready. Yeah, that was stupid of me. I should have kept Ben Joyce up just to have for like 2 days. Well, that was idiotic, but it's fine. All right, so Buxton is going to rest. Let's have Mendez bat 4th ahead of Rushman. Festa has a cold, nice. All right, Luis Rujano making his MLB debut. But first, Walker's on second for Luke Keishel. Swing and a miss. There we go. Gabriel gets it down. And in error, Shirley Walker scores on that. Yep. Very good. 1-0 ball game. That was so silly of me. I should have kept Ben Joyce for the 2 games that Shane Boz is going to miss. Oh, well, Adley Rushman hits the ball down at the warning track. A lovely double for him. All right, Jacob Young now. Hits it into left. Caught by Will Benson. All right, Luis, MLB debut. Let's see what he's got. And he gets a ground out to open. Locked in. All righty, I'll take the walk there. The strikeout, regrettable. Wow, pitch moves Royce. Do I try to steal third on a guy with a 65 arm? Probably not. Hit up into right. That'll be caught. Nolan Shanuel in right field. Oh, brother. What is the AI doing? Like, put Christian Moore in right. Bo Bichette moves third. Nolan Shanuel comes down and takes first. Sometimes, man, the AI needs to be saved from itself as Walker lines out to end that. You got this, Luis. No, he allows 3 runs. Oh, boy. Benson swings on the 3-1. It is over Jacob Young's head, and this will be extra baseless, as they say. Poor Luis is getting popped here. All right. I will gladly take a ground out that doesn't move anybody. Flores flies out to right. The throw in. Moore does not run. We have a chance to get out of this. Rada hits it up. Jacob is there. We're okay. We're okay, folks. And a 2-run shot from Luke Keeschel ties the ball game. Very good. Clean 5th from Luis. That'll be it for him. 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 0 Ks is a little terrifying. But here we are. John, I can't have you struggle after I chose to keep you in the bullpen. Aroldis Chapman strikes out Gonzalez. There we go. All right, we're going to go Mendez is cold. It's fine. Not like I chose you over Alan Roden. Oh, boy, as he lines out to center. Rushman grounds out. Jacob Young walk. Come on, Royce. He's got some power in the bat. And he gets it past the shortstop, Zach Neto. Remember when Al Avila took Chase Young over Zach Neto? That was a thing that indeed happened. Culpepper walked. Bases loaded. Chase Meidroff. Bang! Laser down the left field line. That will score at least 1, maybe 2. The throw not in time, folks. The bases cleared. 7-4 ball game. Very good. Let's see if Jenkins can add another. Some extra insurance. No such luck. All right. Well, that'll do. We're going to go pre-lip now. Thank you, John Klein. Did very well. And then Keckering. Well, it might not be a save situation, but regardless, I want him in there because he hasn't pitched in eons. Come on, Mendez, don't go 0 for 5. He did, in fact, go 0 for 5. The play-by-play said he slammed into the wall. He caught that like right here before the warning track on the animation. I'm just saying. All right, Keckering for the save. Good man. We get the win 7-4. Keishel, obviously, big home run. Very lovely. My draw, 3 RBIs. Bullpen did great. Locked it down. All right. Nobody claimed Dubon. So he refuses to be demoted. Well, thus ends Mauricio Dubon's illustrious career with the Twins. Last season in AAA, he was awesome. This season, we had him as utility infielder. He did quite poorly. It must be said. All right. Yeah, we're gonna be out of order a little bit pitching wise. It'll be fine. All right, we're gonna sim the first game of the Tigers set of 4, and we win it. Shane Baz is back from his suspension. Will Taj be ready? No. So it'll go Zebby 2, Shane 3, Taj 4, Luis 5. I think we'll have Luis as our 5th starter at least for a month, and we'll see what he can do. And then, yeah, I mean, it sucks, but Conley Early can't be a starter anymore. Like, his stamina is just a 35. It's too low. We did, for anyone who watched my Colorado Rockies rebuild, Luis De Leon was our ace for like 8 seasons. And he had a 40, 35 stamina, but his stuff was also infinitely better than Early's. So, yep, Early's days as a starter are done. That does make the fact that we traded Matt Wallner there a little awkward. However, oh God, Matt, what happened? He's hitting even worse than he did with us that last year. Well, for anyone considering a Twins rebuild, just know Matt Wallner is going to hit a wall after year 2. Oh boy. Are they playing him in right? A little. Well, I mean, at least he's getting playing time there. Anyway, we won the game 4-1. Keckering got a save. Montgomery Prilip with the holds. Tarek Skubal did Tarek Skubal things. All right, so I guess, yeah, to be fair, let's do it like this. Because now Taj will be ready. Yep, I'm a genius. So Shane Baz will get this outing. We're essentially, yeah, we're kind of skipping a Zebby start, which is perfectly fine. All right, let's go. Shane Baz, Reese Olson. Jacob Young is tired. How do I want to do this here? Swapola. I think Buxton, I'm just hesitant to put in the field right now. So we're going to get pretty ugly defensively. I think center goes Walker. Gabe is going to take right. Mendez. It's going to take left. Buxton, DH. That is a objectively hideous combination, but it's what we're rolling out. Nothing in the first, rather. Team Torque with a solo shot. Nice if he could do that in real life, as Buxton has a double. Love that. Listen, if Buxton can have one last really good season and then retire, that is the ideal scenario, because I don't love the idea of paying 36-year-old Byron Buxton $20 million. So if he can have one good year, retire, that is the ideal. And hopefully by us platooning him at right, DHing him a decent amount, he won't get hurt as much. That is the hope. That is the belief. May it succeed. And Owen Casey, leadoff double. Adele Amador drives him in. Nope, Casey not running on Walker. Fair enough. I would have. All right, double play, and we're out of this. Well, to be fair, that's still true. As he hits Colt Keith. Carpenter gets it through. What a terrible reaction time by the runners there. Owen Casey does not deserve to score. That thing was hit in the infield gap, and he just did not move. Cork pops up. Delamador does not run on Mendez. McGonigal. Well, we were almost out of it. McGonigal hits it to the wall. The throw in. Not enough for the relay there. 4-1. Kyle Stowers hits it up. Mendez is there. Yeah. We were almost out of that horrendous jam. See if Campos can get us going. I do think if Buxton gets hurt long term, and or if Mendez struggles mightily, then we're just putting Gonzalez in the outfield. Campos becomes our DH, and either Leo Bernal or Eduardo Tei is getting called up. Because those two guys both want to kill me because they're in AAA right now. We go to the fourth. Come on, Shane. Dude, I do not have the arms for you to not get me 4 innings. All right, Walker gets it. Dylan Dingler, not quite. That's a 25 stealing. That's grotesque. Oh, boy. I don't care that ball just got hit all the way to the fence. Well, 6-1. Now, Shane, you're just going to have to give me the inning, dude. Thank you. If Kerry Carpenter would have beat that out, I would have challenged the authenticity of this very game. Get Torque. Get revenge for earlier. Gets him to line out. Very good. And he hit him. All right. Uh-oh. Examines his head. All right, so Shane Baz is concussed a man. But they're leaving him in, which feels like managerial malpractice. He fails to score, though. Solo shot from Mydroth. Campos back-to-back. No such luck. All right, Mendez, come on, buddy. Man, I like how Mendez got hot up until the point I had to make a decision between him and Rodin. And then once I decided to keep him, he has gone ice cold. It's quite funny to me. As Walker gets it down, that should be an easy double. Wouldn't be able to tell with the camera, but let's just, imagine what took place. Luke strikes out. I'm a little worried. At what point do I get worried about Luke Keishel? When does that happen? Abe walks. Come on, Buxton. Gets it into left. I think Buxton is already worth more WAR for us than he was all of last season. Yep, that is a correct and very, very sad statement. Swing and a miss from Royce Lewis. Culpepper flies out deep center. Gabe does not try to run on Max Clark. Probably a good call. Wow. Runners on first and second, no outs. We can't even advance them. Just kind of crazy. We're going to go Breckheimer for the eighth and figure out the rest whenever. Campos hits it into right. That's down. Man, at what point do we have a problem? Maybe we trade Rushman. Have we considered that idea? All right, Jenkins is hit. Don't be hurt. Don't be hurt. We're good. Bases loaded. No outs. Luke Keeschel down the right field line. Run, you fools. Like the wind, two men will score. We cut the lead in half. Still no outs. Gabe Gonzalez hits it to short. I don't know where he threw it. Looks like he threw it home. Safe at home, however, is the runner. We've now cut it to one. Byron Buxton, the hero. All right, he walked him. Royce Lewis hits it up into right field. Luke Keeschel makes it home, and we have a tie ball game. With a chance for more. Greed, my friends. Greed as Culpepper gets it down. We are not going to run with only one out. Meidroth. Bang. Hits it to short. Oh, the error. Adel Amador with the error, and we take the lead. We have now officially batted around in the inning. Campos hits it up to center. That will be caught, but it will score a run, as that error is proving insanely costly. I am going to now let Mendez hit. I thought about Prince hitting Trey Morgan here, but maybe I should have. Okay. Well, we score 6 runs. Very nice. John Klein, 2 2/3, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, and a K. Breckheimer for the 8th. Clean inning of work. Yandre will be up for the 9th inning, regardless of if we score any runs here. All right, Gabe, what do you got for me, buddy? Swing and a miss. All right. We go to the 9th for the save. We're going to give the ball over to Yandre. Clean. The save is ours as the Tigers bullpen. Edwin Uceta gives up 5. His ERA goes from a 2.19 to a 5.11. Yikes. That's a yikes. In reality, 2 of those runs should have been unearned, because there's the error that scored 1, but then also that would have been an out, for which the run from the sac fly on the next AB never would have happened. So that's a scoring error by the game, but it's fine. Yeah, like Mendez has just fallen off a cliff. Just kind of sad. We're in a sim game 3 with Zebby on the mound, and we win it, and he's hurt. Dude, I'm running out of starters, people. Oh, boy. The AI had to pitch Breckheimer on back-to-back days. He gave up 3 earned runs. Not like this. Festa also gave up 2. Quit injuring my guys. So no one claimed Alan Roden. However, I have 5. I mean, I'd rather play. All right, Broussard's playing. Williamson is not. And Andrew Williamson not playing is a little annoying. Roden does not exactly help that problem. I mean, I guess Roden's going to AAA then. All right, well, he stays in our organization at least. But hey, we got the win. I never looked at the offense. Pretty good all around. Mendez, yay! Luke Keishel walked 4 times. That is hilarious. Looks like Culpepper got the day off, so everyone kind of moved over. Let's look at Zebby's injury. Yeah, he's out a week. So to the IL with Zebby, and all of a sudden, our starting pitching core has been obliterated. We're gonna call up Brandon Sproat. He is gonna get the spot start. Yikes. Yikes. Oh boy, we're in danger. All right. Keechel's tired, so I think Trey Morgan will bat second. Do I want to give Walker the day off? Nah. I'll give Gabe the day off. Campos is going to hit. We're going to have Jacob Young bat third. And just move these guys up 1. Campos can DH. All right. Taj Bradley for us. Cade Povich for them. Look at Gage Workman getting ABs. Just like he is in real life. I don't want to talk about it. All right. Trey and Jacob Young are aboard. Byron popped up. No dice. And Rushman grounds out. No, he doesn't. It's an error. Who do they give it on? The bad throw. Amador, it's short. Well, Royce Lewis struck out, so there is that. Culpepper leadoff double. Come on, Campos. Bring him home. Bang! No such luck. Though it looked like that ball was going to space, which is more than we can say for the Amazon rocket. But I'll leave that there as Maedroth hits it into third. No such luck there. But we do score the run. And Trey strikes out. But let the record show we struck first. Come on, Taj. Good man. Same scenario with the Tigers. They didn't score anybody. We also did not score anybody. Maybe 2 on, 1 out is just a cursed setup. Like, no matter what happens, you will fail. Culpepper's on second. Campos swings at the 3-1. Lines out. Culpepper makes it to third, though. Maedroth hit it the opposite way. Hits it to short. And they get him, but we score the run. I will take that and like it. Rain. Oh, God, the mist of doom. Walker hits it into the mist, and it's going to be caught. Quite sad. All right, Taj, give me the 5th, buddy. You got this. Good man. All right. Connolly Early is about to make his first ever relief appearance. Prepare yourselves, everyone. But first, Young's aboard for Buxton, who gets it down and right. I don't Was Jacob Young going on contact there? No, he stood still like a Nimrod. Rushman grounds out, but it scores the third run. Now Royce with an opportunity to extend the lead. He hits it deep to center and gone. 2-run shot, Royce Lewis, his first home run of the year. In his defense, he was injured for the first month, so that's why. 5-0. All right, we turn to Connolly early for the sixth out of the bullpen. Clean inning of work. Unfortunately, just due to how many guys are tired, I'm going to need him to keep hitting. I'm going to need him to give me a second inning. Campos gets aboard. Look at him, folks. Look at him. Smydroth gets it down too. I would like to score 8 runs, please. They hit Walker. Don't be hurt, don't be hurt, don't be hurt, don't be hurt. We're okay. Bases loaded. Trey Morgan hits it to second. They go home. They get Campos. Young hits it deep to right. That should be deep enough to score 1. Mydroth comes in, 6-0. Come on, Buxton. Popped it up. All righty. Well, a little disappointing that bases loaded, no outs. You only score 1 run. A bit embarrassing. Clean 7th from Conley. That's what we like. And then Mason Montgomery is going to have to come in and get me 6 outs, which is slightly terrifying as a proposition. Rushman will walk. We're going to pinch hit for Royce because, Miguel Vargas has barely played. And you know what? I believe in him. Takes the walk. Fair enough. And Wild Pitch moves him over. I did request 8 runs before. Michael Fulmer. I beg your pardon. Wow, he did really well at the Rangers in 2027 and then imploded last season. Now he's back with Detroit. Look at that. Oh, I remember the time when Michael Fulmer was one of the top rated pitching prospects in baseball. I remember that time as we score the run here. Campos grounds out. Third. And Mydroth flies out to end the inning. But hey, we got another run. Vargas will take over at third. Mason Montgomery coming in for the 8th. Good man. We're going to pinch hit here. Going to give Mendez the bat. And he flew out. Nothing doing. All right. So Mendez goes to left. So it took Mason 24 pitches to get out of that inning. So that's just kind of where we're at here. Can he get me 1 out and then John Klein get me 2, please? Thank you. Good man. All right. Those 2 lock it down. Conley early, his first bullpen appearance, 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 2 Ks. We'll take that. Pretty happy with the offense. We did leave 27 men on, so it could have been worse, but it was not. Our entire bullpen is dead tired, effectively. How many games did Vargas go without playing? Okay, he hasn't started in a while, though. All right, now we have the White Sox. And I need to decide which starter I want to go with. I think I want Luis to get this game because his stamina is also bigger. which means he could go deeper. As we turn to Noah Schultz against Noah Schultz, Campos is going to get the start at catcher. Very nice. I'm going to have Walker get the day off. Gonzalez goes to left. Culpepper leads off. These guys both move up one. Vargas will DH and bat seventh. Let's rock. Luis Rujano on the mound to face the White Sox. And they get 2 runs in the first. It's fine. We have 2 men on for Campos, and he's like our best hitter ever. Walked him. It is crazy just to look at his year comparisons. Last year, his average was a 195 OPS, 451. This year, 33 average, 872 OPS. Have a time, sir. Have a time. Mydroff, bases loaded for glory. Nope. Now, Luis. Oh, leadoff triple to 40 speed having Kyle Teel. That hurts. Hurts me emotionally. Good throw in from Buxton there. All right, he gets Cody Clemens, our old friend. I am really happy that, we traded Cody Clemens to the White Sox, and he has been a pretty consistent starter for them ever since. That makes me happy. I say that. 2028, he only had 63 starts, but he's been starting this year as Luis Arias pops up. All righty, Culpepper and Luke are aboard, and Gabe strikes out. Buxton walks. Jacob, you're killing me. You know what? At least Royce hit the ball. He might beat out the chopper, and he does. We are on the board. Miguel Vargas DHing today. Gets it down in right. That should score at 1 because the throw in was pretty quick, and it was 2. Well done, Mr. Vargas. Against his former team. Campos gets it down. Run, Royce. Oh, you idiot. Yep, I saw that child out coming from a mile away. Well, we do get 4 runs and take the lead. Luis, I'm going to be honest, dude. I need you to get me like 5 innings. So only getting 4 is unacceptable. I mean, if Sam Haggerty is getting RBI hits against you, never mind, Kelenic didn't score because he's a coward. There we go. Gets Antonacci. Can he get Ryan O'Hearn? We'll have to, TBD on that. Hold, please. It's at the first. Easy out from Luke. All right. Unfortunately, I don't think Luis is going to go particularly long in this game. Which, given that this is my bullpen right now, I could just have. Let's get Brandon Sproat warming up. We're gonna burn Brandon Sproat and call up whichever reliever in AAA is ready. He walks Kyle Teel. I'll let him face Brooks Baldwin. All right, he gets him to fly out. All right, we're going to bring in Brandon Sproat out of the bullpen, which is something we actually did do last season at one point because I need him to eat innings. And so far, not great. As bases are loaded for Kelenic. And he walked him. That's going to go on Luis's scoreline. And he hit Montgomery. Brandon, please. Oh, brother. I mean, I can't bring anyone in right now. Like, we don't have the bullpen. So Brandon's just going to have, if Brandon could get me all of the 5th and the 6th and some of the 7th, I think we're okay. But if he gets me less than 2 innings, we're dead. Infield single. White Sox get another run. Kyle Teal hits it into right. Buxton makes the catch, though. We're okay. Oh, brother. That sucked. All right, clean sixth from Sprode at least. Solo shot from Royce Lewis. Miguel, back to back. He tried. It didn't work, but he tried because the ball was caught. I know you can't tell from the camera, but it happened. Campos grounds out. And down goes Maedrov. All right, Brandon. Brandon, dude, we've been through this. I need you to get me outs. Thank you. Man, we're in a legit starter conundrum for next game. I'll figure something out, and that'll probably just be we call up whoever's turn it is in AAA. Keishel flies out at the track. Now let Gabe hit. I thought about pinch hitting for him, but we'll see. Grounded out. Should have done it. All right. So Brandon is still in the green, but I'm going to warm up Prelip in case he can't get the eighth. 2-minute board, Arias. I believe in your ability to strike out, Luis Arias. I'll take the ground out. All right. That'll be it for Brandon, though. Prelip will get the ninth no matter what. Come on, Buxton. And he walked him. All right. Tying runs at first. Edwin Diaz. Oh, boy. Jacob Young has struck out 3 times. Don't worry about it. Royce Lewis goes down. Miguel Vargas hits it deep to left and gone against his former team. 353 feet. We have taken the lead, and all of the sudden, we're 3 outs away from victory. We turn our attention now to Connor Prelip for the save situation. And he gets it done. Oh, man. If you had told me in that cursed 5th inning that we would have won that game, I wouldn't have believed you. Look at Sproat coming in, getting killed, but still going strong. Culpepper's error there obviously hurt us quite a bit. Luis wasn't great. Prelip came in, got the save. We're happy with that. Miguel Vargas, he's just been hitting, he's been inconsistent, but I think there is a bat there with Vargas. Now we need to figure out what we do for a starter tomorrow. So who's up? Mason Molina. I think he'll do. So, Brandon, I apologize. This is unfair to you, but you are getting waived and DPA'd. Mason Molina is coming up for a spot start. That means sure. Actually, do I want Jose? Do I just want to return Jose Davila to AAA? I think I do. Jose is going to make his return to AAA so that the AI starts him. Then we're going to go from there. Mason, welcome to the show. I think, look, Mason, potential-wise, he's at a 55. He has had, over 50 starts in AAA at this point. So we're going to see what he's got. The percentiles this year aren't that great. Last year, they were arguably worse. 2027 was his best year by far. So we'll see what he can get me. Good news is I only had to use 1 reliever last game, technically. It was just Prelip, so these guys should be good. So Molina will get this start, and then we will go just Joe Ryan, Shane Baz, all the way on down. All right, let's rock. Maedrov and Jacob Young are tired. Fair. I could put Miguel. You know what? I would rather. I'm going to have Trey Young. It's like, I don't really want to put Luke Keeschel at second. It's not something I enjoy. But do I really want to throw Miguel Vargas to second? Like, that seems objectively worse. All right, Keeschel at second, Trey Morgan at first, Hill bat fourth, or excuse me, Hill bat third. Royce will move up to six. Vargas will DH. Mendez will get the game in right, which means Byron Buxton's in center field again. I am so scared. Do I just want to put Walker in center? Yeah, we're just going to do that. So Buxton goes to right, Walker to center, Mendez in left. Here we go. Quite a rotated squad with Mason Molina making his MLB debut. We'll see how it goes. I am only slightly worried. There we go. A strikeout to open. Save the ball. Another strikeout. Can he go 3 for 3 in his MLB debut? He does. He strikes out the side in his MLB debut, folks. Okay. Because him and Luis are fighting for a starting spot now. Because Conley Early is never coming back. Oh, no. As I was saying, Conley Early stuck in the bullpen. So Zebby will take one spot, but I need the other. Okay, we're okay. It's a thigh muscle strain. We're okay. That was a bit worrisome. Yeah, Gabe will come in. Then we're gonna be so bad defensively. It's fine. As Luke Keeschel hits it off the wall. If only that tall wall wasn't there, we'd have so many more home runs. Oh, what could have been. All right, 2 men in scoring position for Trey Morgan getting the start at third. Gets it, or sorry, first rather, gets it there. Come on. All right, runners at the corners. Buxton, who will probably move to center now. Not the error. Oh, boy. Well, double play ends that, but we do get 2 runs. All right, so I do indeed need a new center fielder, which means Buxton's going to go to center. Gabe will go to right. So this is not great defensively, but it's where we're at. All right, Vargas is on second for Gabe. And he strikes out. Oh, brother. All right, 2 men on, 2 outs. Brooks Baldwin, swing and a miss. Mason Molina is dealing here in this White Sox game. And Rutschman grounds out. Fair enough. All right, Vargas pops up. 1 man on, 2 outs. Old friend Cody Clemens hits it up the middle. Luke is there. The throw in time. 5 shutout innings for Mason Molina, and that will definitely be it for him. 5 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, 6 Ks. John Klein is now in for the 6th. Clean inning of work. And now he's getting fatigued. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He can get Colson Montgomery. See? Got him to pop up. That's why, like, when Early moved to the bullpen, John Klein has to be a long reliever. Like, he's just so good at it. And he can get me 2 to 3 innings every time. Yandre for the 8th, Keckering for the 9th. I think is pretty much the only way to go there, because then I'll have pretty healthy bullpen going forward. Vargas lines out to 3rd. Yikes. Culpepper hits it up and caught in the corner. And Mendez grounds out. All right, we go to the 8th. Thank you, John Klein. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 Ks. We'll take that. Oh boy. I'll let Yandre face Luis. Mistakes were made. He hits it to the corner. That will score them both, and we have a tie ball game. Dang. Yandre's been really good this season, too. All right, well, Edwin Diaz again. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll be tired this time. Probably not. As he gets Gabe, he walks Keishel, though. I'm not going to go for the steal. Trey Morgan beats out the throw. I don't quite know how, but we're just going to take what we can get. Do I want pinch hit for Buxton? Now let Buxton hit. And he struck out looking. Yeah, that tracks. I'm gonna get, debating if I want I think I want Keckering for the 9th anyway. So we'll get him back warming. Rushman pops it up. Man, we just cannot. Our left on base numbers are gonna be tragic. All right, Keckering, all you, buddy. Clean inning of work. 16 pitches. Yeah, if we don't score a run, he's starting the 10th at least. Shane Smith on. Royce Lewis lines out. Vargas pops it up. I should have pinch hit for him there with Campos. That's my mistake. All right, Culpepper, you're the last out, buddy. And indeed he will be as he hits it to shallow center for the out. All right, we go to the 10th. We're going to get Breckheimer going. I think if Keckering can get me 2 outs, Breckheimer gets me the last one. Sam Antonacci flies out to left. Very good. Let's see if we can get Ryan O'Hearn. Let's be ambitious. 2-2 count. Hits it to second. Relay in time. All right, that does move Cody Clemens, but I can live with that. That'll be it for Keckering. Breckenheimer to face Cal Teal. Hits it up to right and caught. Because this way, if it goes to 11, Breckenheimer can get me the whole inning, hopefully. Well, I have no one to pinch hit for Mendez, so he's getting it. Hits it to second. That moves Culpepper over. All right, if this ball is hitting the outfield at all, we win the game. And Gonzalez hits it up to left. Culpepper runs in. Safe. Why would you cut that off? Why would you cut that off in a walk-off situation? Either it gets him or it doesn't. But I'll take it. We win 3-2. Good God, that was scary. Yeah, it sucks that Yandre got popped. He's been one of our best relievers this season. His expected ERA is a 3.07, so he's still working on getting that back. But we'll take it. I mean, Mason Molina, MLB debut, 5 scoreless, 6 Ks. That'll do nicely. Good news is with Walker Jenkins' injury, he'll only miss the White Sox finale because we have an off day after this, so that should be fine. And yeah, Joe Ryan is going to get the start against Mason Adams. I tried to trade for you. Anyway. All right, so Jenkins to the bench. Looks like Royce Lewis is getting the day off. We're going to do this very simply. Gabe Gonzalez is going to go to right. Mendez goes to left. Culpepper leads off. And then this really is an ugly lineup configuration, isn't it? Has Mendez hit well at any particular lineup spot? 7th, but it's an insanely small sample. You know what, Miguel Vargas? You actually know. Where's Campos? Campos! Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Campos will bat 4th. Let's play. This could be disastrous. But you never know. Kalen Culpepper's already on 2nd. Keishel? Nah, it's going to die tragically in the air. Come on, Gabe. Oh, they hit him. And now, 2 men on. Ryan Campos hits it into a double play. Remember when I said it would backfire like 30 seconds ago? It did, in fact, backfire completely. Very quiet game through 3. Nobody's doing anything. Antonacci, you had to go and get a hit right when I said that, didn't you? Hey, gunned down by a Rushman. And he really has not been as good throwing guys out this season, so we'll take what we can get. Highest pop fly of all time there. Brooks Baldwin hits it out of here. Anyone else really worried about Joe Ryan's stamina? Like he's at what, 66 pitches through 4? Not great. Here's Gabe Gonzalez, hits it into center. That'll be caught. Campos lines out, unlucky. And Rushman gets a board off the air. We'll take those. Never mind, they called that a hit. Yeah, Young goes down anyway. All right, Joe, give me the 5th. Good man. I assume he's done. Yeah, he's at 80. All right, so Joe Ryan's done after 5. We're going to turn it over to Festa. Vargas, take the walk, take the walk. Good man. The slowest roller, and they get Vargas at 2nd, and somehow Maedroff. That ball was rolling as slow as a chopper, and you're telling me that gets you a double play? Please. All right, we'll go to Festa now. David, you are getting paid too much money to keep putting men on. Keishel is on 3rd. Campos grounds out. All right, I think we can admit my decision to have Ryan Campos bat 4th was a poor one. But here we are. Good Lord, David. I don't want to look at David Festa's whip after this because I have a bad feeling it's going to be like a 1.8. Rushman throws out another man. All right, and he gets the K. All right. Anything for us in the seventh? Nope. What's his whip? 105. It seems worse. Oh, he's walking everybody. That's why. Yeah, we're gonna go early for the eighth, maybe even the ninth if we're still losing. We'll see. But first, Miguel Vargas has a home run to hit, or not, or not. Swing and a miss from Maedroff. I mean, to be fair, I am playing a few backups in this game, but 0 runs is grim. And as Culpepper gets aboard, we'll go for the steal because mine as well. Very nice, sir. And Luke lines out either way. All right. In an ideal world, Conley can get me 3 outs. Can he get the K of Brooks Baldwin? Yes, he can. Very good. All right. Let's see if we can score 2 runs. In an ideal world, Gonzalez gets aboard and Campos hits a 2-run shot to vindicate my decision. Instead, Gonzalez swung at a pitch in the opposite batter's box. Campos grounds out. All right, Rushman's our final out. Down he goes. I mean, we had 6 hits, 1 walk. Good luck with that. Yeah, their only runs was that home run. That was it. Yikes. I am getting pretty worried about Joe Ryan's stamina because in October it was a 50, April, and then dropped to a 45. April it dropped to a 40. And already, I mean, Conley Early's potential took such a hit, he's in the bullpen now. No one claimed Ben Joyce, so we're about to have refuses to be demoted. Ben? No, I think there's more value in trying to get Mason to turn it around. I mean, if no one wants him, I might as well see if anyone wants him and we retain salary, because the only other option is we just cut him, and then we're eating the money anyway. I will retain 40%. No one wants this guy. We're what, in May? We're 41 games, so we're 25% of the way through the season. So like 60 is essentially the highest I can go retain wise. Nope. All right. We're just gonna cut him and eat the money. Ow. And then hey, you want a minor league contract? Just to try to get him back and get some value for us. All right, let's sim through the off day. So Walker Jenkins is back to full strength. Very good. God, Watanabe getting hurt. He come on, man. How are you going to refuse the demotion and then immediately sign the minor league deal? Like, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, as long as I don't call him up to the majors, I haven't really lost any money. But if I call him up to the majors, he goes on the minimum, and I've effectively lost like $1 million at that point. You're killing me, dude. Lord. All right. Kansas City Rose with Shane Baz on the mound. I'm not worried. Like, don't get me wrong. I never thought Shane Baz would be our like, third starter or anything crazy, but man, I mean, there is definitely an element of unluckiness. His expected ERA is a 3.16. His actual is a 5.8. Walks are down, which we like. Ks are up slightly, but a 355 BABIP is nigh unplayable. So that's that. Prelip also got shot for 3 earned runs, which hurts. Lineup didn't do anything. 5 hits and a walk. I'm starting to get worried about Luke Keeschel. I think he does have 6 home runs. The slugging is fine. But the on-base percentage is dipping a lot. Also, I think we're at the point where Henry Mendez just, like, look at this. The instant he gets enough at bats for all of these to come online, like, I mean, it gets to a certain point, we just call up Alan Roden again. Oh no, where's Alan Roden? Oh, they put Lugo in Double-A. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, not happening. Just accept the fact you have a big bullpen. Who do I need to cut to make this work? Trimble? I'll cut Trimble right here, right now. Is Roden hurt? Where is he? Am I blind? Oh, no, there he is. He was at the very bottom, not playing. Oh, yeah. It's to a point where we just have a big outfield problem. All right, we're in a sim game 2 of the Royal Series with Taj on the mound. Oh, we lost it 1-3. Taj Bradley had an error, which caused his runs to be unearned, which is kind of funny. Breckheimer gave up a run. I think we're finding the regression a little bit. I think it's getting there. All right. Let's play this out a little bit. I think Buxton I want to play. Gabe I want to play. Walker can get the day off. So we're going to go Gonzalez to left. Culpepper leads off. Campos DH. Luke is struggling mightily. I think we're going to go Trey Morgan here. All right, Luis. Let's rock. All right. Gabe's aboard for Byron. And he lines out to right. So I guess technically you can't line out to an outfielder. Clean first inning from Luis. And nothing has happened in this game through 3 innings. Trey Morgan goes down looking. Gabe grounds out, which means I have bad news for you, Byron. The flyout is coming. Or another ground out. You got this, Luis. Good man. Campos takes the walk. We do indeed have a base runner, and Mydrock just swung at a pitch in the opposite batter's box. Nice. Love that. Culpepper, swing and a miss. All right, wild pitch moves him over. That's not nothing. Let's see if Trey Morgan can get him around. No such luck. All right. We're going to get John Klein warming up in case there's trouble. No trouble at all. 6 shutout innings from Luis. Man, our offense has just died. Rushman's gone cold. And listen, I'm not saying I'll trade Adley Rushman, but I'm not thinking about it. Jacob Young with a lovely RBI single, technically. And Royce strikes out. All right. That will be it for Luis. We're going to give the ball to John Klein for the seventh. And he gave up 2 runs. Fair play. Fair play there, John. Campos gets a board off the error, makes it all the way to second. Technically, could go to third still, maybe even make it home with how slow these guys are moving. That is pretty funny. We're going to pinch run. We're going to pinch run with Mendez. Hydrauth hits it up to center. Not deep enough to move the runner. Culpepper hits it up to left. That's definitely not going to move him. Trey Morgan, you're my last hope. Walked him. Jackson Flora. Like, oh, they have him out of the bullpen? That's such a waste. He has 65 stamina. Why did they have him as a reliever? This hurts me to watch. Man. All right, Gabe, 2-run shot, and I give you a contract extension right here, right now. Hits it up into left and gone. Well, I'm a man of my word. I need to give Gabe Gonzalez a contract extension even when he's not ARB eligible yet. So we're going to get that done really quick as Buxton lines out to end the inning. Oh, that's funny. All right. Yeah, I mean, John's done. We're going to go Yandre for the 8th. Man. Throw it home. That's not going to get him. He's out. He looked safe by a mile in the animation. I'm not going to question it. He gets Bobby Witt swinging to end the inning. All right. Come on, Adley. Break out of the cold spell, or else I might trade you in July. Nope. I mean, if you're talking like a guy we could trade, Adley is... He's still rated pretty highly. The problem is his contract is pretty heavy. Jacob Young has a leadoff double. I'll let Royce hit. I might pinch hit for Mendez. Nah, I'll let Mendez face. And he gets it through. Very good. That should... Oh, that's a laser. Nope, he's safe. We're okay. Easy safe call. It did not look easy on the play, may I say. All right. Keckering coming in for the save. Carter Jensen leadoff double. I mean, not great. Gets the fly out, though. I mean, we can trade the out for the run at this point. Pascatino grounds out. I don't much care that Jensen moved to third. India hits it to third. The throw in time. Ball game. Man, we needed that in the worst way. Yandre, I mean, it was an unearned run because the Mydroth error, but man, Klein just does so well for like half a month. So Gonzalez hit a 2-run homer, and I said I would give him a contract extension. Now, to be clear, I have no money for available extensions. Is he even ARB eligible? Yes, he finally is. How much am I in the hole? 300. We're 300,000 in the red for reference. I can't trade Adley Rutschman. I mean, his ratings are still really good. His percentiles are all great. He's just in a cold slump right now. And don't get me wrong, I like Ryan Campos a lot. I don't think he's ready to become our everyday catcher. Furthermore, I mean, Leo is struggling in AAA. Eduardo is crushing. Good God. Hypothetically, well, first, let me advance the day just so everything ticks over. Okay. Hypothetically, would anyone be interested in Rushman? There is definite interest because also this would get me pretty good in the green financially, but also like he was so good for us the last 2 years. Am I really going to bail because of this little cold spell? Answer, maybe. All right. We what do we need? We need a starter. Infield, we're okay. Outfield with Mendez struggling, we're a little shaky. Foster Griffin could be fun. What's his stamina? 50? Eh. So fire truck zooms by. God, how is the stuff rating so bad when his pitchers are great? Ooh, ignore the velo. Never mind. Actually, let me do like this. Would anyone give me like a top prospect if I asked for one? I mean, I like Wesley Jones. We have three pitchers in AAA that are this identical profile. He also is pitching through a sprained elbow. Oh no, never mind. They're just benching him. Okay. I mean, to be fair, if Luis and or Molina stick in the rotation, he wouldn't be a bad get. What about this guy? Mm, I don't hate him. He's not a starter though. Certainly not in his current ratings. I don't hate it. He is on the 40 man, so that's not nothing. We don't need another catcher. I mean, Cam Collier has been in AAA this entire save. He would be the best. He would be the player we get if we just want to upgrade the lineup right here, right now. But we have Miguel Vargas, and I think I would rather see if Miguel could be more help rather than Cam because we don't really have a spot for him. Jorge, no, no. Juan Matthias is pretty good defensively, and we don't have a great utility infielder in AAA anymore. I wouldn't hate that. I don't know if I like Wesley Jones. He does have 55 potential, which isn't nothing. I think it's either Wesley Jones or Juan Mateus. Here's a question. Could I get Juan Mateus without giving up Rushman? Yeah, but it'd be rough. Sean Duncan has dropped to a 45 potential. I'm going to cry. He looked so good. To be fair, he could still become good. I mean, I like Juan. I really like him a lot, actually. The lack of power, I don't care about in the slightest. The average scouting accuracy is irrelevant because I care about his bat the most, and that's all very high. He's bounced around double A, triple A. He's been fine. I'd say the bat definitely plays. The slugging has been a lot more inconsistent. Like if I compare him to say Mydroth, Mydroth was not the guy to compare him to. Where's Royce? Like if I compare him to Royce, Royce obviously has the power, 10 better avoid Ks. He's also 25, so he could do one more year in the minors. I don't hate the deal. I think I would need something more because, like, Wesley Jones has a 55 potential, and that's not nothing. They'd take Lumpkins. I'd give him Lumpkins. Actually, would I? How's he been doing this year? He's been doing pretty good. Maybe I wouldn't give him Eduardo. That would solve the catching issue, wouldn't it? I like Wesley. I just have too many pitchers like Wesley. And there's a chance that the control is just a 50 and then the movement is bad. I think I'd rather go Juan. However, if I'm only getting a guy with 45 potential, I need to get another prospect. Like fundamentally, 80 potential. Justin Batista. Yikes. Eh? Do I bail on Mojica? No, I don't. Also, Mojica, I'm tired of him in rookie ball. Let's just get him to like high A or something. High A seems a bit ambitious. You know what? Maybe it's not. Get him to high A. No, we're not doing that. But it could be kind of funny. I mean, George Lombard Jr. would be fun, but he's on their 40 man. Elvin Mosquera. God, he's on the 40 man. Quit. Noble Myers on the 40 man. How do they just have like all 38 players in there, guys? Josue Chiquera. He has two good pitches. Control and movement could suck. I'm good. Because I'd like to get a starter since that's kind of what I'm turning down in this. I could go for Owen Geis, but he has two good pitches. They want to add him on? Oh, geez. Okay, so the Marlins see it as they're doing us a favor, taking Rushman. Who are the catchers for the Marlins right now? Do they still have Ramirez? They still have both Liam Hicks and Ramirez. Yeah, and Liam Hicks just has never played this entire save. So I assume Ramirez has been their guy? No. All right, I don't know who they had at catcher. They got a Rosarena at first for crying out loud. This feels like I shouldn't trade Rushman for this. Because I like Juan, but like he is a backup utility infielder. And I don't think that's worth it giving up Rushman. So I would like to get something else, even if I have to throw up in a prospect to do it. You know what? I like Ivor. Even if I have to put in the 40 man. Let's get serious. All right. No need to be rude about it. I'm just trying to see how I can recoup some losses. Man, I like Andrew Costello. He was their second round pick from the start of the save, so we'll see. They just don't want to. They really see it as they're doing me a favor taking Rushman. It feels like a bad move. You ever just like work through a trade in the back of your head? You're like, I feel like I shouldn't do this. All right, so they give us Juan Alva. who could become a pretty decent minor league bat, but he can't play defense, which I feel like is a fundamental flaw. I prefer Emilio for throwing guys around. Okay, they'll give me both. Correa, pick off Alva, pick up Arias. Okay. Uh, give me Hernandez. You quit valuing your pitching prospects so much. What if I took off Alva? I took off Emilio. I don't even know if I want Alva, to be fair. Emilio's the one I'd like. Like Alva, I think could become an okay minor league player, but realistically, he's never getting in the majors. Emilio and Juan both have that possibility. Man, their pitching depth and organization is almost as bad as ours. All right, they'll give us Martinez, who, don't get me wrong, I don't think is very good. But if that control's a little bit better than we think, he could potentially have 3 above average pitches. Most certainly a reliever, but I could do worse. All right, we're doing the deal. Yay! We've traded Rushman. This hurts. This hurts. But we have traded Adley Rushman to the Miami Marlins. I think 2 reasons why this trade makes sense. One, it gives us a lot of money back because previously we're in the red. 2, he's had a poor start to the year. Now I can play the catching prospects that at some point we need to play. And in exchange, we get back a pretty decent prospect haul. I think Martinez, definitely a throw in. We'll get a scouting report on him to see how good he is. He's going to be a reliever. He's going to go to AA. I think we'll keep him there. Emilio, I like a lot in terms of his defense. I think he's done really well at AA, done good at high A. Probably never going to get called up to the majors, but still good to have. Juan Matias is the get in this trade. He is the get. To that end, I think we need to make some cuts in AAA. Caden Kendall, I think, unfortunately, is one of them. We are going to release him and let him go on his way to greener pastures. Also, looking at the infield, I think Billy Amick, we are going to let go to greener pastures and send him away. Levon Soto, I'm going to keep in AAA until like he retires at this point. That's just kind of where I'm at. Now we need to decide which catcher, Leo Bernal or Eduardo Tait, we call up to the majors. That is the question. And they're going to be the backup. Campos is going to be the starter at catcher. So it's all about who is the backup. I think Bernal is more ready now. Eduardo, though, has been in AAA for what seems like a bajillion amount of time. But Leo, I think, is just better. I think we're going to go Bernal. Welcome, Mr. Bernal, to the major league ranks. Us being 500 and trading Adley Rushman. So right now is a good moment where we can put a little like a save point or a branch moment where we can look back on and think to ourselves, man, remember when we were 500 and traded Adley Rushman? And now we're going with Leo Bernal, who is actually the higher rated catcher. However, we're going to give Campos the start because he's a little bit older. His bat is better. I know his defense is worse, but we're just going to see if he can hold down that starting job and go from there. But we have traded Adley Rushman, and that is where we will end off. We didn't get through that many games today, as per usual. We played through, 6 series. Obviously, the highlights. We had a lovely 7-game winning streak. We swept the Tigers in 4. Pretty good. I think off stream, I will just play through the rest of these 4 May series. Then we'll pick up next time with the Astros. Then that'll take us right into June. In terms of when the next stream will be, might not be for a little bit. I have to work the weekend and work schedule's getting a little hectic. But we can always see. Might be next Tuesday and might be next Wednesday, but certainly going to be a little bit. I think, look, we traded Adley Rushman. We're 22-22, 1 game back in the division. We'll see. But at a certain point, I need to see what Ryan Campos, Leo Bernal, and Eduardo Tait can do. And the easiest way to do that is to trade the starter for prospects. And that's where we are. So I thank you all for watching. We'll pick up next time after I play through a few series off stream. Framber Valdez, my old friend, my comrade. He really turned down the qualifying offer. He turned down $38 million and took 13. Can we just talk about that for a moment? Anyway, but thank you all for watching. I will see you next time.